Hello, so welcome back everyone. And Wolf here, playing even more Star Wars The Old Republic, with Vaedren here, my agent. And where we last left off, we had the unfortunate circumstance of dealing with the Order of Zildrog. And they managed to cripple the Eternal Alliance, destroying the Eternal Fleet and the Gravestone, putting us on a great backstep, and now both the Republic and the Empire are gearing up to go to war once again. And we are likely going to have to choose which faction we are going to support. But we are about to continue the major story arc, which is why we're here back on board the Phantom. It has certainly been a while. So, we are looking into the state of things to come. Before we do that, of course, we do have some mail from, various individuals about our deeds over the past few days. Of course, we already know Lana managed to repair the holo map to track down Farron Shan. And then Hyloviz managed to intercept a fragment of a transmission sent to Farron's shuttle. We have the Aristocrat thanking us for our aid in dealing with the Syndic in House Inokini. The might of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force is only a hollow call away. Young Chiss look to you as an exemplary member of the Ascendancy. Excellent. Emperor Vaedren, I'll begin by offering my sincerest apologies for the destruction of your fleet. It is a devastating blow to the Alliance, to be sure. My advisors insist I should swoop in and seize control of your planet, but I have a more attractive proposition for you. I'd like you to return to the Empire. I understand this may come as a surprise after the unpleasantness with Asina, but I assure you I leave our wartime choices firmly in the past. The fact remains that you are a strong fighter, a capable leader, and an intimidating foe. The Emperor, I personally, would be honored to count you among us. Playing the political games already. And we have a Consul Axion, the newly elected leadership of Zakul. First, I want you to know that we condemn Ben Atreus's actions. His choices do not represent us, and we sincerely apologize for the pain he caused you. However, he does represent a growing unrest on Zakul in the aftermath of the war. We have made the difficult decision to retreat from the Eternal Empire and the Eternal Alliance and become an independent world. So everyone's basically leaving us because of our weakened state. Understandable. Oh, It's the only mission available to us. I remember when we looked at this mission console and we had a whole slew of quests that we could follow up on. The Alliance is called upon by old allies in dealing with a conflict with the Sith Empire and a colony of Jedi on the ancient world of Ossus. So if you decided to jump into this into this quest line without completing any of the previous expansions, there is a default choice made for your character. Of course, we have already chosen all of our options through those story arcs, so we are ready to begin. And again, it's just reminding us to make sure we don't want to lose any choices available to us. Romance options for any returned companions will not be set, and your story will continue. No, that's fine. And yeah, looks like we're heading back to Odesson.
I knew that the Alliance would flourish on Odesson, but I didn't expect this place to feel so much like home. You should be proud of what you've built here, and the allies you've gained.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Someone had to do all the hard work while you were off gallivanting. The Alliance is still a formidable power, but we're not strong enough to face the Republic or the Empire. Unfortunately, a confrontation is inevitable. There are skirmishes in wild space, riots on Quesh. Galactic war is imminent. We can no longer afford neutrality. If the Alliance is to survive, we must align ourselves with the Republic or the Empire. Whatever you decide, we'll follow your lead.
You'd accept orders from the Republic?
I'd do all that and more if you asked me. The Empire has no hold on me. I follow you and you alone. So who do you wish to support? The Republic or the Empire?
This, of course, is a major decision for content going forward, for the choices we may make. We've always been a loyal servant to the Empire. Or we were until after the events of the Eradicators and Darth Jadis. I would have preferred to remain neutral, but as Alana says, that may no longer be an option, and we did support the Republic on Iocath. As much as I would have preferred neither them or the Empire to remain on that world.
The Republic has won me over.
Of course. And as a former hero of the Empire, you could easily sabotage them from the inside. It's unlikely you'll fight the Empire openly, but are you comfortable with betraying your former allies? Or killing them? I'll support you either way, so please consider carefully.
Most of my former allies are members of the Alliance, or dead. Who could we encounter? No, I think most of our companions are with the Alliance. Or dead. No,
The Empire is my past. But the Republic is my future.
Of course. Republic SIS has been trying to recruit you for ages, but I kept turning them down. I'll contact them shortly. They'll be in touch soon. It really is lovely out here. It's been ages since I've watched a sunset. But we should get back. I've received over a dozen holocalls since we left.
They can wait.
I suppose I could stay out a little longer. Oh, I forgot to tell Baywan about the delayed fuel shipment.
Lana.
Right. Yes. Sunset now, work later.
As long as they haven't managed to find a new way to attempt to mind control us, I suppose. That would be annoying. Let's try not to go through the whole test with the SIS once more. And also we had Marcus Trant, didn't we? One of the former SIS directors try to kill us fairly recently. So it seems we are heading to the Slippery Slopes Cantina.
You'd love the Corellian sector. Best Starshine surprise on Nar Shaddaa. First round is on me. You finally made it. Could you bring me another K3? Wait, make that 2. Well, if it isn't my traitor friend, welcome to the party.
Keep your voice down.
Relax, you're among friends. Half the patrons are SIS. Jonas Balker, Republic SIS. Can't blame you for abandoning the imps, but it was a bit of a surprise. If it were up to me, we'd welcome you with open arms. Unfortunately, you'll have to keep up appearances and support the Empire.
There's got to be another way. I can't stand the Empire.
But think of all the damage you can do from within. You're their greatest hero. They'll never suspect you. With war on the horizon, the imps are desperate for medical supplies, fuel, and raw resources. We just have to beat them to it. While you're at it, be sure to make some disparaging remarks about the Empire. With a face like yours, the imps will be drinking in every word.
If I'm facing Republic forces, I can't guarantee there won't be collateral damage.
Unfortunately, it comes with the territory. Just do what you can to keep the damage to a minimum, when the imps aren't looking, at least. Tensions are rising on the planet Ossus. With the help of your alliance, the Republic could gain the upper hand. We're still working out the details, so I'll be in touch once you're back on Odessin. This meeting will be our little secret. K3, you're right on time. That one's all yours. My friend was just leaving. See you around, Commander.
Okay. So we met our contact. It wasn't an ambush. We weren't shot as soon as we entered the cantina. And it seems, unfortunately, yes, we are going to have to go back to our old ways and act as a double agent against the Empire. Huh. That'll be a switch. Something about a briefing back on Odesson.
Greetings, Commander.
Oh,
I am Moff Pardon, Overseer of the Sith Empire's 22nd Assault Fleet. Though I have not been made privy to the details of your intelligence career, what I have heard was quite impressive. That you have risen to the leadership of such an influential galactic faction is only fitting. I hope to strengthen the bond of friendship between your alliance and the Empire.
just briefly, Moff Pyron is a character you get to be introduced to as a Sith Inquisitor. In fact, I've only just recently met him with Favour, my current Inquisitor. I'm surprised he's still alive.
How very kind of you. Perhaps you could tell me why you're so interested in our friendship.
Permit me to explain. A small Imperial strike team is currently engaged in a covert operation on the ancient Jedi world of Ossus. I am hoping that you can provide them with some assistance.
What kind of assistance?
The operation is being overseen by a younger member of the Dark Council, Darth Malora, head of scientific advancement. While Malora possesses a brilliant mind, not unlike Empress Asina's, she has little of our previous ruler's patience for the subtleties of military operations. Malora's objective was meant to be completed by now. Pressed to deliver results, she will likely hurl troops at the problem without regard for strategy. My finest infantry soldiers, Raven Squad, are participating in the operation. It would be a great loss to the Empire if their lives were wasted.
I'm not sure I've heard of Malora before. Is there anything else you can tell me about her?
She takes her work very seriously and has little interest in outside opinions. As a member of the Dark Council, Malora is beyond my influence. But someone like yourself, an outsider whose allegiance is greatly valued, you could accomplish much that I cannot.
I can investigate the situation. What is the strike team's mission on Ossus?
The Jedi have established a secret colony on the planet. We believe they're using it to train and ready themselves for war. The Jedi's numbers are already low. If this training compound can be destroyed, we will be at an inarguable advantage when full-scale hostilities begin.
This seems straightforward enough. Why are you so sure Darth Malora will fail?
I do not believe she will fail. Her power is not in question. I only fear the cost of that victory. I will forward all of my available data on Malora and the operation. Your assistance will no doubt ensure the mission's success. I am certain that Emperor Vaedren will be most appreciative. Thank you for your time, Commander. I shall look forward to word of your triumph. Glory to the Empire.
We'll see about that, Moff.
I would recommend that you travel to Ossus alone. We wouldn't want Malora or her troops to see this as a show of force, or confuse her with unexpected allies.
Translation? Definitely don't take the former Republic spy, or anyone else they might be inclined to shoot on sight.
It is important to make a good first impression.
Great. We're back on the haircut.
Surely you could come with me, Lana.
I would love nothing more, but I'm not especially popular with my fellow Sith. I don't know Malora, but I'd rather not chance it. I'll see that a shuttle is prepared for you. May the Force serve you well, Commander.
Darth Malora. Reclaim the Booster Classic Speeder Bike, if we didn't already have it, of course, from putting it together while in the Endless Swamp. So what do we know about Darth Malora? Of course, if you play as a Sith through the prologue of your time on Korriban, you may recall a certain apprentice under Lord Renning, I believe his name is. Let's just say that she's quite blatant about attempting to manipulate her, or manipulate your character for her own ends. Darth Malora sits on the Dark Council of the Sith Empire, where she oversees the sphere of scientific advancement. Initially held back from opportunities by her first master, Lord Renning, Malora eventually managed to escape his mentorship and make a name for herself through her mastery of a combination of Sith alchemy and genetic engineering. In particular, a technique for regenerating damaged tissue and organs more quickly than even Bacta or Culto. By cautiously offering treatments to only the most powerful and influential Sith, Malora rose to prominence and gained the resources necessary to advance her experimentation even further. She has since made extensive modifications to her own body, the purpose of which she has revealed to no one. When Darth Asina took the Imperial throne, she made scientific progress a priority, creating a pathway for Malora's work to gain notoriety, and eventually for her own rise to the Dark Council. So yes, she learned some technique, whether she created it herself or discovered the technique back on Dromund Kaas or on Korriban, and then offered it to more influential Sith for favors to advance herself within the hierarchy. I wonder how those modifications have advanced her in terms of combat. Very well. We'll take a small break here. I know we haven't done a great deal but talk, but it's quite a dialogue heavy, and when we come back, we're no doubt going to travel to the Imperial base on Ossus and meet this Darth Malora herself. We are working against the Empire, and yet we're going to be trying to look like we're aiming to achieve the Empire's goals. A dangerous line to try and walk. We're going to have to try and shift the blame for the mission failures onto other people to make it seem like we couldn't, it was already too late. Our efforts couldn't have saved the overall objective. We'll see what we have to work with. It seems that Moff Pyron has already given us some ammunition. We can shift a lot of blame onto Darth Malora and her over-eagerness or her ability to waste Imperial troops. It's likely what we're going to have to do. Either way, that's all for next time. Thank you all for joining me with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.